Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Provera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Flag Family Media.
And as we come here to Alexander, North Dakota, my name's Randy Peterson here on Game Day Media. And alongside of me this evening is David Peterson. And this is a date that we had circled a while ago and made the decision to come down to Alexander tonight. Both of these teams, the Alexander Comets and the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux, are undefeated, both with identical records of 6-0. The Sioux are ranked number 4 in the state of North Dakota, and the Alexander Comets received votes in the last media poll. So, David, we're anticipating a horse race tonight.
This is going to be a lights-out, knockout, drag-out football game tonight, I think, between, everybody knows about Walker Broughton on the other side, but on the Alexander side, they really don't care. They're ready to go. They know what they have. We were talking to Trey earlier this afternoon, the head coach for the Alexander Comets, and said, there's no pressure on us to win tonight. All the pressure is on the number 4 rated team in the state of North Dakota. We're going to come out here and shock the world, man, is what they're going to do.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a great matchup tonight. And when we come back after this timeout, we're going to have our Continental Resources coaches' comments. First up, it'll be Lane Fleur, one of the co-head coaches of the Sioux, with our first Continental Resources coaches' comments. We'll step aside, come back after this 2-minute timeout.
As we come back to Game Day Media and our NCC Sports Desk.
Born and raised amidst the small-town love of Northwest North Dakota, we at Northwest Communications Cooperative understand the joy of being part of a great community. That's why we choose to pour back into the people who pour into us. At NCC, we offer internet, telephone, video, and security services that are industry standard, top of the line. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we consider Northwest North Dakota our neighborhood. Let us know how we can serve you. Local, fast, reliable. Making connections, locally committed.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
As we come back to Game Day Media and our NCC Sports Desk, welcome to our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments on the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with co-head coach Lane Fleur of the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening with the Alexander Comets. And first of all, Coach, thanks again for making yourself available for our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments.
No problem. Thanks for having us. Thanks for covering the game.
Before we talk about the upcoming game tonight with the Comets, the Sioux are ranked number 4 in the state in 9-man football with a perfect 6-0 record. You're still not done yet, but there has to be a lot of confidence on the Sioux team, Coach.
Yeah, and, anytime that you can find a way to go 1-0 on the week, that's exciting. We've been able to string some together, but, our message all year long has been it's not about who we're playing, though, as we're going us versus us every week, and, we feel like we've gotten better each week, and we're striving to continue to do that for the rest of the season.
Tonight, Game Day Media has changed their broadcast schedule to do the game tonight with the Comets, and we are anticipating a real offensive-minded game tonight. The Sioux are currently setting the scoreboards on fire, averaging 57 points a game while only giving up 17.6 points per game. One of the reasons is the play of your quarterback, Walker Broughton. There seems to be a lot of buzz around him and the talent that he brings to the table. And I think our viewers tonight will be able to watch a talented young man tonight, Coach.
Yeah, Walker's one of those ones as a coach that he just makes things a little bit easier just with his athletic ability. But, something that we've been extremely proud of him moving forward throughout the year is his leadership has really grown. He demands so much from his teammates, and his teammates respond so well to that. And and Walker will be the first one to tell you that he can't do it alone. The offensive line has been playing extremely well, keeping him upright. And and then we have some playmakers that they're really blossomed here and are make it easier for Walker. And we're excited to see where he continues to grow, and also the rest of his teammates.
And now on to the game tonight against the Comets. They're currently undefeated as well with a 6-0 record. I'm sure you've been able to watch film on them and scout them for the game tonight. After escaping a 40-34 win over MLS last week, tonight's game will be another test for them as they're playing the number 4 ranked Sioux. What do you expect from the Comets tonight, and what do you feel will be a key factor tonight for the Sioux to take over the number 1 spot solely in Region 3 with a win tonight?
First off, congratulations, Alexander, on having such a great year. We're going to get a team that's excited. And, being undefeated, I don't care any time in the year, let alone being 6 games in, is a great accomplishment for your team. And we're going to get a team that's going to, we believe we're going to continue to do what they've been doing. They like to run the football, both on the inside and the perimeter. They like to get the ball in their athletes' hands. And, their quarterback's a special guy. And, we're going to have to be able to contain him, make sure that he's limit the big plays. They kind of feed off their making some 20-plus plays. And so we're going to have to make sure we're really sound defensively against them. And then, we're going to get a physical bunch that likes to hit people. And we're excited. We're excited for the atmosphere. We tonight's going to be a fun one. Alexander, the whole community is going to be out. I mean, they're getting essentially a 7th-ranked team in the state, and they should be excited. And we're excited for the opportunity to go or to be here and play.
Well, best of luck to the Sioux this evening, Coach. You've been listening to co-head coach Lane Fleur of the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments. And we will come back to the NCC Sports Desk. We'll continue with Comets head coach Trey Jacobson after this timeout and a few words from some of our great sponsors.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
At Howgland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at howgleninsuranceservices.com.
As we come back to Game Day Media on our NCC Sport Desk, welcome to the Continental Resources Coaches Comments. Here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, I have head coach Trey Jacobson of the Alexander Comets with me to talk about their upcoming game this evening with the number 4 ranked team in the state of North Dakota in 9-man football, Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux. And first of all, Coach, thanks again for making yourself available for our Continental Resources Coaches Comments.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to get to talk to you guys.
Before we talk about the upcoming game tonight with the Sioux, let's talk about your team. So far this year, you're perfect with a 6-0 record. Your last game was a nail-biter against the MLS Mavericks when you took out a 40-34 win last Friday evening. You're averaging 38 points a game so far this season while only allowing 15 points. As I look at your roster, you've got talent in the skill positions, and obviously you have an offensive line that can make things happen for those skill position players. In your mind, what has been the most pleasant surprise for you as head coach with your team so far this year, Coach?
I would say just the younger guys stepping up. I mean, our line is pretty much the only group doesn't have a senior on it, and that was the question coming into the year, and whether or not we could run the ball. I knew we had the kids to make plays happen. I just didn't know if we had the kids to allow the plays to happen, and I would say our offensive line play has been a pretty pleasant surprise so far.
When I spoke with co-head coach Lane Fleur earlier this week, he mentioned that they see a lot of good things from your quarterback, and you have some running backs that are making some noise for the Comets this year as well. Who are some of those names that we'll be mentioning tonight, Coach, for the Comets?
Well, Bo Ryder stepped up as our QB this year, and he's a pretty multifaceted kid. He runs well, throws the ball pretty well, and makes good decisions, number one, and that's what you want out of your quarterback. And then as far as running backs, you got Ryan Pingle, who's a senior fullback this year. He stepped up into that role. In previous years, we've kind of ran more 2 tailbacks, but this year we implemented more of a fullback role, and he stepped in and accepted that. And then Jordan Hernandez is a junior, and he's put on some weight and runs pretty well, and he's figured out how to use his combination of size and speed, and it's showed up in the stat line as of late. So that's been those 3 are the primary guys. And then our receiving core, Keaton Wehrman as our tight end, has been pretty steady for us since the beginning. And then we got some dynamic guys on the outside if they get a chance. So it's nice to have a bunch of weapons.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good recipe for success. And with your 6-0 record, that's probably one of the reasons you are 6-0 at this season. And now on to the game tonight against the Sioux. They're also undefeated this season. They average 57 points a game, and they don't give up too many points either. Everyone knows about their quarterback, Walker Broughton, who puts up big numbers every week, it seems. As you've prepared for the game tonight, this week, what do you feel will be a key factor for the Comets to shut down some of that Sioux offense to keep the game close tonight, Coach?
Well, I mean, everybody's trying to get a recipe to stop them, and I don't know if it's really all that possible. But like I told our kids, I said, we're going to get scored on. It's just about answering them and trying to make somebody else beat you rather than Broughton, I guess, is kind of what I've been preaching. I mean, hey, it's no secret he's a dynamic player, but I would say just keep composure and try to answer scores and see what team can get the most stops at the end of the day, and I think that's going to determine how the game ends up.
Well, best of luck to the Comets this evening, Coach. You've been listening to head coach Trey Jacobson of the Alexander Comets here on our Continental Resources Coaches Comments segment of the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. And when we come back to the NCC Sports Desk, we'll stop to honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, La-Z-Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
And as we come back here to Comet Field in Alexander, North Dakota, here on GameDay Media, make sure you go out and tell your friends and family about the broadcast tonight here on GameDay Media. Go to our YouTube channel, GameDay Media ND. Give us a like, a thumbs up on our live broadcast tonight between the Alexander Comets and the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux. The Sioux coming into this game as the number 4 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, receiving votes in last week's media poll were the Alexander Comets. Other games that are going on in around the area this evening in 11A football tonight, the number 1 seeded Velva Garrison Drake Animus team is hosting the Stanley Blue Jays. Of course, the Aggies out of Velva Drake Animus Garrison are 6-0 on the season right now. They're hosting the Stanley Blue Jays coming into this game with a 3-2 record. And over in Powers Lake tonight, it's the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws that are hosting the Kenmare Bullbells Brook Central Honkers. The Ray Powers Lake Outlaws with a 2-4 record, and the Honkers still looking for their first win of the season. Tonight up in Crosby in 9-man football, it'll be Divide County looking for their first win of the season this evening. They're hosting the Mulhall Lansford Sherwood Mavericks. Mavericks with a 4-2 record, Divide County with an 0-6 record. Tioga traveling down to Central McLean tonight. Central McLean with a 4-2 record on the season. Tioga with a 2-4 record coming off a victory over the Divide County Maroons last week at their homecoming in Tioga. Tonight is homecoming here in Alexander, and they've put on a pretty good tailgate party this evening. Steak on a stick.
Steak on a stick. They got horses over there giving rides to kids, and it's homecoming here, so they're doing HOCO 23, doing real good. They got a bucking bull. They got if you dare to get on the Alexander bucking bull here at homecoming, it's such a fun atmosphere. When teams are winning and teams are successful in small towns, it's all things football, and all things football right now for the Alexander Comets is very good for them.
The homecoming king is escorting the homecoming queen on a
There's
horse at the 50-yard line this evening. Homecoming king, I know, is Ryan Pingle. I'm not sure who the homecoming queen is, but I got a lot of big smiles on their face here this evening.
Yeah, it's a beautiful landscape here in Alexander, just to the north side of their new gym. I think it's one of my most favorite gyms to play in. The nice, small atmosphere. It's a very nice gym. It's a nice cushion on the court, but it's football time now. So the football field runs north and south here down in Alexander, and it is get a better night for football right now.
You can't find a better night for football tonight right now. I've got a temperature saying it's 70 degrees right now. There's no wind at all. And the only thing that's bothering us right now is a little bit of sun, but that's going to go down here pretty shortly. And so we're looking forward to a great offensive horse race tonight. Of course, the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux are averaging 57 points a game, and the Comets are at around 38. So a lot of offense in these two teams, David.
It is going to be a lot of offense. This is probably too early to tell, like a prediction. I'm guessing Walker Broughton could potentially be the player of the year next year as a senior. He could probably be player of the year this year with the accolades that he has. We understand that he's kind of been the reins pulled in the last couple games. They don't want to get him injured. Smart move by coaching staff, Lane Fleur and Coach Hansen.
Coach Anthony Lee.
Anthony Lee, excuse me. Yeah, so good coaching move on their behalf. They want to make sure that they are ready to go. They're probably already locked in at that number 1 seed. This is going to be a huge game for potential playoff seeding for Region 3 9-man football here in North Dakota.
Well, the Comets have got to be considered the underdogs tonight, but we'll see what they do against the Sioux. Of course, last year, the Sioux, playing in 9-man football for only the 3rd year, came in out of that season with a 3-5 record. They've turned things around to get with first-year head coach Trey Jacobson leading to an undefeated perfect season so far. And, of course, the Sioux also sitting with a perfect 6-0 record as well. And with that, we're going to take a quick timeout as we head back to the studio for a few more words from some of our great sponsors.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
And as we come back to Comet Field in Alexander, North Dakota, again, my name's Randy Peterson, alongside my son, David Peterson, my color analyst tonight. It's time now for our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup. Tonight, Lane Fleur and Anthony Lee, the ninth-year co-head coaches for the Sioux, will start out with Trayton Lessman, Brody Nordmark, Jaden Nelson, Walker Broughton, Damian Bron, Will Arts, Maddox Juntanen, Hunter Tolsted, and Morgan LeMay starting on offense for the Sioux out of Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn. Again, the Sioux coming into this game with a perfect 6-0 record. And for homecoming 2023, the Alexander Comets will start this way. It'll be Max Heen at one running back. He's a senior wearing number 12. Keaton Weirman wears number 14. He's a senior, and he plays tight end coming in at 170 pounds. Zane Soyseth, another senior, 135 as a wide receiver. Jordan Hernandez, a name you'll hear a lot tonight. He's a junior coming in, tipping the scales at 190 pounds. He is a running back. Ryan Pingle, the homecoming king tonight, is a senior weighing 165 pounds. He wears number 26. Shane Cross, a junior, tipping the lines at 190 pounds, is on the offensive line tonight. Jacob Novak wears number 32. He's a sophomore, weighing at 170 pounds. And Colt Champion tipping the scales at 220 pounds. He's a freshman offensive lineman. And your quarterback for the Alexander Comets tonight, a senior, 170 pounds, wearing number 10, Bo Ryder. And head coach Trey Jacobson's been with the program for a long time. He is the first-year head coach for the Alexander Comets. And David, we're about ready here and looking forward to a great game.
Yeah, first-year head coach, but he's definitely no stranger to football. He was tutored. He played for a guy by the name Fred Fridley. I don't know if anybody knows that name in the football name, but
there's a field named after him.
A field named after him. Pretty successful high school career. High school coach, probably one of the greatest of all time to ever coach football in Watford City in the state of North Dakota for that. But to play for Coach Fridley and then to work his way up from 6th and 7th grade, get on the staff. He said he's only third coach in Alexander football history, so that dates back to 1988, I believe, is what Trey said. So it abandoned kind of when the school went up, and then after the boom come back in 2012-13, sometime around there was enough kids. They got the school going. They got a football team. They've played 6-man football up until the last 3 years. So these boys are ready to go.
Walker Broughton kicks the ball from the 40. It goes out of bounds. The penalty flag comes out. Let's see if they accept the penalty or if they're going to make him kick it over. And it looks like we're going to start out for the Comets at the 40-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. And that penalty is no, they're going to send him back. They're going to make him kick it over. Sorry about that, guys. They're going to make him kick it over, and they'll spot the ball at the Sioux 35-yard line. And so everybody kind of moves up about 5 yards back to in receiving position is number 22, Zane Soyseth, a senior at 135 pounds. Of course, the Comets wearing their white helmets with red jerseys and white pants. Here's Broughton's kick again. Sidewinder kicks it to the right side again, and he goes to the corner, picked up at the 10-yard line by Soyseth, and before he's met there by a host of Sioux, gets back to inside the 20-yard line, about the 15-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Alexander Comets on their first possession of the game.
It's a nice kick, a run back. They had to pick it up. The ball was just going to sit there. It's just a live ball for the Alexander Comets as they get the ball first and 10 on the 18.
On the 18-yard line, first down and 10, first possession for the Alexander Comets.
I kind of wonder if they're going to challenge Kyler Jesperson, the 6'5", 335-pound mountain that plays defensive tackle for these guys. And Alexander probably being a fast team, I bet they want to go at him a lot, see what kind of conditioning he's in to see if they can't get and move onto the side as they go right up the middle.
Bo Ryder finds the seam. He's going to be brought down there by Walker Broughton, but not before he moves past the line of gain with about a 12-yard gain. So great way to start this homecoming game for the Alexander Comets with a 12-yard first down for the Comets.
Nice little counter play from Alexander's offensive coordinator. Also, Dubs is a brother-in-law to head coach Trey Jacobson.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a family affair down here in Alexander.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. This time they hand the ball off. They try to go right at Jesperson. Here he's plugging up the hole, and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're not moving him. I don't care how strong you are. He's a beast of a man. I believe he's been kind of injury riddled the last couple of years with some knee injuries, but he seems to be healthy. He played a big role in that 62-14 game week 2 that we had up in Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn as head coach Lane Fleur paces the sideline. Kind of looks like his head coach Lenny Inget kind of walking around. I kind of wonder if he's going to wear shorts all season long like Coach Lenny Inget did back in the day.
They spot the ball at the 30-yard line. It's a second down for the Comets. Shotgun formation. Here's Bo Ryder, decides to tuck it, and he's brought down there as the D-backs come up from the outside. That is number 5 coming up from Dalton Hawkins coming on and putting on a lick for the quarterback. Quarterback picks up about 3 on that last carry.
This is what Alexander wants to stay away from. They want to stay away from 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7, they want to be able to win the downs. They want to get half the yardage on first down to be able second, third down to be much more manageable going forward, because you got an electrifying punt returner in Walker Broughton if you decide to punt it, and most likely you would be punting it in this situation as split backs here. Ryder
barking out the signals in shotgun formation, rolls out to his right side. Almost a pick there, but the ball was intended to number 22, Zane Soitheth. That falls incomplete. That stops the clock with
nice play by
10-13 to go.
Yeah, nice play by number 5, Dalton Hawkins, a 5'10", 150-pound senior defensive back. Broke on the ball just perfect. Had the perfect angle, got that right arm up there and deflected the ball, no harm. So really puts Alexander in a bind right now as number 28 for the Comets.
Nathan Bell
dropped back deep to punt with
Walker Broughton standing at his own 30-yard line. Ball's over the head on the snap, goes into the end zone, and
get out of the end zone
that is going to be
on the 1. Or as close to the goal line without being in the end zone as you can possibly get.
Oh, boy. That's disastrous for the Comets as they spot the ball. Bell was able to get out of the end zone. And right now it's 1st and goal inside the Sears Valley Dental Group red zone for the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux, and they can't afford to do that.
Yeah, kind of a maybe some nerves. These Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Panthers, I was down talking to the kids on the sideline. They took off from their home areas about noon this afternoon. They've been on the bus for 3.5 hours. Nice stick there, but looks like Broughton's in for the touchdown.
Broughton with a 1-yard touchdown run off the turnover on the punt by the Comets, and right away the Sioux are on the board with a 1-yard touchdown run by Walker Broughton on his first carry of the night.
I don't care who you are, how good you are, whether it's Walker Broughton or David Peterson or Bo Ryder. That's a tough play to defend when you're on the 1-yard line backed into your own end zone. That's a tough one as a quarterback keeper dumps out to number 8 for the Sioux. Number 8, Will Arts, for the uncontested 2-point conversion.
So Arts with the 2-point conversion, and 10:06 into the first quarter. We have a touchdown on the board for the Sioux. We'll step aside. You're listening to Region 3 9-man football here on GameDay Media. Back after this 30-second timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
As we come back out of that timeout sponsored by St. Luke's Medical Center, the big snap over the punter's head. The Comets give the Sioux the ball at the 1-yard line, and Walker Broughton runs it in for the touchdown and the first score of the game at the 10:06 mark of the first quarter. Broughton tees it up at the 40-yard line. He's going to kick it away again, and here is the kick. This time it's going to stay inside the lines. Picked up there by number 22. That is Soiseth. Comes to his right side as a face mask, and the flags come out as he's brought down. He kind of looked at the officials and said, come on, call it.
Don't you worry, Mr. Soiseth. Dave Moore, one of the best in the business, is going to make that call.
That'll be a penalty against the Sioux, their first of the night, and I do believe
it's It's good to be down here in Alexander. We caught up with athletic director. It's a personal foul, so it's a big 15-yard penalty.
Big 15-yard penalty, yeah.
At least get the Comets off the goal line this time.
Let's see what the Comets can do. They got a break as they got a little bit of face masking going on by the Sioux, and they'll step off as Chuck Huber, our umpire tonight, tacks on 15 yards at the end of the run. Good field position as they place the ball at the 37-yard line, first down and 10. Again, shotgun formation for Ryder. They got one running back flanking his right side. They have tended to go to the right side a lot here tonight. And here's Ryder again going around Jesperson, and he's going to be brought down by Jesperson.
That's like getting attacked by a bear. I mean, he is just a mountain of a man. Nice-looking football player, really controls the line of scrimmage, the power out of that four-point stance that he has. Number 70, Colt Champion. They talk big things about Mr. Colt Champion, a 220-pound offensive line, defensive line, center, freshman. So he's got his hands full containing Mr. Jesperson for the Sioux.
That's a loss of one for Mr. Ryder, the senior quarterback for the Alexander Comets. Clock is running with 9:17 remaining here in the first quarter. Barking out the signals again. Ryder in shotgun. This time he rolls, fakes it into the line, now rolls out to his left. He's running for his life. He's going to get close to the original line of scrimmage before he's brought down there with a nice tackle by number 3. That is Jaden Nelson bringing him down for no gain. He ran a long ways, but he ended up with no gain on the play. Brings up third down and 11 as the ball sits at the 36-yard line. Jesperson comes out of the game. The Sioux wearing their white jerseys with maroon and gold pants and helmets. And, of course, the Alexander Comets with their red jerseys and white helmets, white pants. Comets running from left to right as the clock continues to run. Third down and 11. Ryder with the call from the shotgun. Here's a snap, looking to throw it. And then he's unable to get away from the grasp of number 2. That is Brody Nordmark with another big loss as they go from the 36 all the way back inside the 30-yard line down to about the 25-yard line. So an 11-yard loss on that last carry brings up another punt situation for the Alexander Comets.
You know, to me, that kind of looked like a little bit of a horse collar as he was taking him down, but it was literally at the feet of referee Drew Floggen, another one of the real good officials here in Northwest North Dakota.
Number 22 is Zane Soyseth, or that's number 28, Nathan Bell. The kick is high, but it's not very deep. And Broughton
catch interference. Number 58 for the Comets was right in the way. Got some officiating advice from the officials, and you can't run into the
Matt Liebel throwing the laundry on the field. The laundry sitting at about the 41-yard line. Let's see what our white hat, Drew Floggen, has to say about it. And I think it'll be
interference. Fair catch interference. Walker Broughton hit his hand well above his head, waving for interference. I believe it was either 28 or 58. Once the sun goes down, we'll be able to see a little bit better. It is just
brutal right now.
It's brutal, but it's a perfect setting as the sun's setting to the west, splitting the hills here over in the distance. They got a horse. Been kind of keeping an eye on that horse. It's either a statue or they have a good view up there.
That's a 10-yard penalty tacked on, and so great field position again for the Sioux. Broughton in shotgun formation. Junan flanks his right side. This time he's going to hand the ball off to Junan. Nice tackle there made by number 26, Ryan Pingle, the homecoming king for the Comets. He's going to have a loss of 1 on that last carry for Junan.
Nice form tackle coming out of his middle linebacker position, able to wrap up right at the feet and minimize any damage whatsoever.
Second down and 11 for the Sioux.
You talk about home field advantage. Everybody on the east side of the football field's got their hand in front of their face to block the sun. Alexander's on the other side just kind of chilling and relaxing over there.
Bron takes a quarterback keeper. He's met there first by number 14, Keaton Weirman, but he tacks on a couple more yards after the play.
Jordan Hernandez, the defensive tackle / running back for these Alexander Comets, coming in out of his defensive tackle position to jump on the back.
That second carry for Walker Broughton brings up 3rd down and 5 as the ball sitting at the 20-yard line. Again, a lot of shotgun for the Sioux that we've seen. And let's see what's going to be called here. And both teams are clapping like it's a penalty against the other side. And let's see what the White Hat has to say. It's going to be offsides called against the Alexander Comets. And so the Comets kind of shooting themselves in the foot here. And that'll be close to another 1st down. And it'll be 1st down and 10 as they spot the ball at the 15-yard line.
Listen, the Sioux score about 55 points a game. They don't need any help on the penalty side. So Alexander really needs to control the penalty yards because Broughton's going to find the end zone one way or another. He's wrapped up here. Beautiful fake by Walker Broughton.
Junton is met there initially by number 26. That is Ryan Pingle putting a stick on him. And Junton with a 1-yard gain on his carry. It brings up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, it was a nice RPO from Walker Broughton, able to read the defensive end. He read Keaton Wehrman perfectly and pulled the ball and handed it off to the running back as Wehrman wrapped him up.
They're inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone. Here's Walker Broughton, and nice defense there by the Comets.
That's something we haven't seen. I mean, I don't think a lot of people see that contain from Walker Broughton being able to wrap him up. It's going to be a team effort for sure. You know, as coach, when we talked to Coach Trey Jacobson earlier this afternoon, he said, Broughton, he's a special kid. He's going to get his touches. He's going to get his points. He's going to get his yards. But what we got to minimize is that he alone can't beat us. The whole team is going to beat us, and they're going to need an all-team effort to defend the whole team.
Ball sitting at the 10-yard line of the Comets side of the football field. Again, the Comets bringing up 3rd down against these high-powered Sioux.
It's like a false start to me.
And Walker Broughton is going to outrace everybody. And from 10 yards out, he goes into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, you're not going to beat that. He's such a gifted, talented athlete. He's able to get to the corner, especially in 9-man football. You don't have that extra defensive end or outside linebacker sitting out there trying to control the edges. When he's out on the open, there's not a whole lot of people in the state that are going to chase him down. The only 2 people are in the press box.
That comes at the that comes at the 4:16 mark of the 1st quarter as Walker Broughton brings it in from 10 yards out again on a TD run for his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And this time they're going to set up number 8. That is Will Arts in position. And the 2-point conversion is no good as the pass is no good. That stops the clock with 4:16 to go. You're listening to Game Day Media, Region 3 Class 9-man football here on Game Day Media. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
So we come back here from Alexander, North Dakota as the sun's starting to set off to the west. Walker Broughton was able to get into the end zone untouched for a 10-yard scamper. 2-point conversion failed as the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux on our Tioga Medical Center scoreboard up 14-0. Alexander not having the best luck right now, kind of shooting themselves in the foot with penalties, turnovers, lack of being able to get the ball out. But what Alexander needs, they need a big possession here. They got to get the ball moving. They can't be going backwards anymore.
Broughton with the kick again. Lands in the hands of number 26. That's Pingle. Pingle has a head of steam, and he's got one man to beat, and he can't get around Walker Broughton. But he crosses the 40-yard line on the best possession so far for the Comets as they'll start 1st down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Big return by Pingle, the homecoming king.
Yeah, that's got to give them a good a boost of energy, being able to say, we can play with these guys. Nice effort on getting the ball up. Nice textbook open field tackle from Mr. Walker Broughton. We're probably going to sound like a broken record here, but, you know, all credit is due to the kids when they're that good of talent. So we don't see it that often in Northwest North Dakota. When a kid is this good, you got to ride on the back of them because it's fun to watch.
Make sure you like us if you're watching on our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up if you would. We'd appreciate every positive comment. Go to our YouTube channel chat box and let us know how we're doing. Here is Ryder again as Jesperson wraps him up and brings him down. It'll be about a 2-yard gain, but Bo Ryder's going to know all 330 pounds of Kyle Jesperson.
That's a load. He doesn't have to do. He can skip leg day tomorrow.
Ryder picks up 3, brings up second down, or picks up 2, second down and 8.
Is Max Heen, number 12, coming in for the Comets, the wide receiver, a little left-hander. I remember him playing basketball, kind of lit us up over in the Ray Basketball Super Saturday a couple years ago. Nice little left-hander. The other, Jordan Hernandez, I remember, we haven't called his name quite yet, but I'm sure they're going to get him the ball. Remember seeing him as a freshman against Tioga, kind of wondering, who is this kid? Run all over the Pirates a couple weeks
He's in motion now. Here is Ryder, and there is the pass almost picked off, but almost received.
Was it?
But good defense by both teams. Pingle had his hands on it, couldn't come down with it. Great defense by number 5, Dalton Hawkins.
Another good play. He had that pass deflection earlier in the first quarter, kind of set the tone for that drive for the Sioux defensive unit. Now he just kind of went up one-on-one and shut the pass down. No harm on the Sioux side. Good, nice play on the defensive back for senior number 5, Dalton Hawkins.
Spreading things out. They got 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right for the Comets. Hernandez is in motion. Ryder looking over the middle, almost picked off in and out of the hands of Walker Broughton. That'll stop the clock on 4th down with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first quarter, and again brings up a situation. Maybe Coach Trey Jacobson will want to think about it, maybe go for it. I don't know.
I don't know if you go for it this early in the game. I don't think you got 4th and 8 right now. If you can have the punting unit come out and kick the ball, you at least push them back to maybe the 30-yard line as Broughton's setting up down at the 30-yard line between the 25-30. That's what I would do. Smart move by Coach Trey Jacobson. He's probably a good gambler, but this is too early in the game to gamble right now.
Bell with the kick again. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be up near the press box here, but it'll be excellent field position again as they're going to spot the ball at the Sioux 48-yard line.
It's about a 6-yard punt.
And, that was not ideal punt for the Comets there.
I think they brought some pressure, though, kind of altered maybe the punt a little bit.
So again, on their 3rd possession of the evening, Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux setting up 1st down and 10 as Junan flanks the right side of quarterback Walker Broughton. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Junan. Gets through the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, keeps the legs going. Going to pick up a nice gain before he's brought down by number 58 for the Comets. And 5-yard gain for Junan. 2nd down and 5.
Nice play. Kind of an accidental block by number 7, the 5'10" sophomore Bron. He just kind of got in the way just enough for the running back to get another 2-3 yards. Nice RPO option there. Tackle made by number 26, Mr. Homecoming King.
That is another carry by Junan. That's a 6-yard gain by Junan, and that's a Prairie Home Furnishings 1st down. 1st down and 10. Prairie Home Furnishings located in Stanley, North Dakota. One of our premier sponsors over there in Stanley. Located in Stanley, open every day except Sunday. Many top brand furnishings available locally. And it's going to be Junan taking it to the house from 41 yards out. Another touchdown for the Sioux.
Nice RPO option. They run that so well. You have to respect Broughton's ability to run the ball, to be able to move the ball. And if you're not wrapping him up, he's going to hand it off. If you're wrapping him up, he's going to pull it back and he's going to run with it. Or if he is going to hand it off, it's going to be untouched, as this was number 12, Maddox Junan, into the end zone, right straight up the middle, right up the 2-hole.
They spread things out on the 2-point extra point attempt. Walker Broughton looking to throw the ball before he's going to be brought down there. Good defense by the Comets, keeping the Sioux out of the end zone, but with 2:15 remaining in the first quarter, right now it's all Sioux as they've put 20 on the board as the Comets are looking for their first point. You're listening to Region 3 9-man football here from Alexander, North Dakota on Game Day Media. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
We're back here in Alexander at Comet Field. Another touchdown from the Sioux, number 12 for a 41-yard touchdown. Maddox Juntanen, 5'10", 170-pound senior, kind of busting up homecoming for the Alexander Comets tonight. As the trying to get some camera work, but I think we got what we got here. So thank you for the comments. We're just going to have to work the camera here a little bit. We're going to do as best as we can. Again, thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. Not only does it give us a little bit of views, it also spreads our channel to other people that see the likes that so-and-so like the video. It gets us into the algorithm of YouTube and spreads the good news and the word and the incredible athletes that we have in Northwest North Dakota.
Kickoff by Walker Broughton, picked up there by the homecoming king, Pingle. He's got another good run back before he's brought out of bounds. Again, near about the 40-yard line. Let's see where they spot the ball. It'll be right at the 40, so it'll be first down and 10 with 2:06 to go here in the first quarter. We want to thank one of our sponsors, Bravera Bank, proud supporter of the Stanley community and Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals. That is Bravera Bank, located in Stanley, North Dakota. First down and 10 as they spot the ball at the Comet 40-yard line. Got a man in motion. High snap. They hand it off. First man through is number 24, Jordan Hernandez. And Hernandez, coming up off the bottom of the pile, all 190 pounds of him, picks up one. 1 yard carry for Hernandez, his first carry of the evening. And it's second down and 9 as the clock is running with under a minute 40 to go in the first quarter.
It's a nice co-op here between Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn. Just a couple weeks from now, we're going to be broadcasting the Stanley, not to get confused, the Newburgh-Westhope Eagles.
In volleyball.
In Stanley in volleyball just a couple weeks on the volleyball side of Game Day Media.
Here's Ryder rolling out to his right, looking to pitch the ball. He does. He finds Hernandez, still on his feet, gets up past the 45-yard line, up to about the 46. So a nice gain of 5 for Jordan Hernandez on his second carry of the night.
Nice tough run. Nice option by quarterback Bo Ryder, number 12, the 170-pound senior. A lot of pedigree, a lot of height in that family. I remember watching his dad, Jed Ryder? Forget what it is, but yeah, I remember him back in the day. I believe he's from Trenton, isn't he?
I believe that name sounds familiar.
We'll have to fact check that here at halftime.
Third down and 4. There's a snap. They hand the ball off to Pingle, and he's swallowed up by Mr. Kyle Jesperson again, but the ball comes out, but it's recovered by number 14 for the Comets. That's Keaton Weirman being able to recover it, but it's going to be a 7-yard loss on that last carry.
These Sioux just kind of have, that knack of they get after the ball. I mean, there's five Sioux there surrounding the ball, and all of them, if you're going to run up the middle on these guys as Jesperson comes off to get a breather, you got to cover that ball up. You're going to have that ball whipped up as we're coming, probably going to be the end of the first quarter.
And that will be the end of the first quarter at the end of 1. 1 quarter in the books. It's all Sioux right now. They're up 20-0 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. We'll step aside, come back after this timeout, and a word from our sponsors.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
And as we come back to Comet Field, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson on GameDay Media. Thanks for joining us tonight. Right now we got about 130 viewers looking at us. We've had 308 so far, but spread the word. Let them know we got a pretty good couple of good football teams up here in Alexander on GameDay Media tonight.
Yeah, one of the nice things, like our games are archived. They're in our live folder. They also get put in automatically into our playlist under the high school football. So if New Salem's paying attention to see what the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn or the New Salem Holsteins are doing tonight, another huge battle down in southwest North Dakota between, I think it's number 5 and number 2.
South border, I believe, isn't it?
Number 2 in the state. So people are paying attention to these teams and these games because there's a lot riding on this, because I do believe the winner of this will capture the number 1 seed going forward.
Comets set up to go for it. They're going to snap the ball. They pitch it back.
For a pass
It's going to be a halfback pass, and it's complete. That'll be a first down, and that is complete to number 22, Zane Soises, for a first down. Wow, what a play.
Well,
they go from the 40 inside the 45-yard line all the way down to the 43. That's a 17-yard completion to Soises.
Well, now Max Heen goes 2 for 4, shooting 50%, and he gained, what was his gain on that one? 20 yards, he said?
17.
So now he's got 27 yards passing, as probably last time they ran that play was most likely a halfback pass, as Coach Trey Jacobson was sending us all sorts of stats, getting his team, being the biggest cheerleader for his Comets that he can be.
Under center, Bull Rider calling out the signals. Hernandez in motion, looking out, throws it over to number 12. That is Max Heen, and Heen's still on his feet before he's finally brought down, but it'll be a nice gain of 7 on that reception to Max Heen.
Nice little screen play. Just get the ball into your playmakers and shift around. Was able to dodge the first yards after contact type deal. He probably got about 2 or 3 more yards after the initial hit. Nice play call. I think now you can see, they got some positive momentum, some positive gains. I think that 4th and 10 was a huge play just 2 plays ago for these Comets, being able to move the ball in the Sioux. I mean, they're humans too. They got to be able to play football, and I think these Comets are going to start coming at them.
Lights on here at Comet Field as they send a man in motion. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Bull Rider. And here comes some laundry, and we'll see what the call will be. It's probably in the area of a hold. Preliminary call is going to be holding against the Alexander Comets as Jordan Hernandez comes up with a little hitch in his giddy-up. He's going to try to walk it off, and I'm sure they're going to accept the penalty. It'll set him back 10 yards for the Comets. That's their 3rd penalty of the night so far, totaling 25 penalty yards against the Comets tonight. And so that'll bring up 2nd down and 13.
Like the proximity to the field up here in this new press box. This is 3rd year for Alexander Comet football and 9-man football. They've done a fantastic job here in Alexander building their program. 6-man football just 3 years ago. So, 9-man football, 11-man football for the Sioux, 9-man football. So a lot of football to be played here in Alexander.
Again, here is number 26, Ryan Pingle with the carry. He goes nowhere as he's swallowed up by the interior line of the defense side of the ball. And this time we have a timeout on the field. It'll be a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It's all Sioux right now. They're up 20-0 over the Alexander Comets. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
10:28 to go in the first half. Stay tuned. We'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime intermission report at the conclusion of this first half. This break in action gives us a chance to thank Flag Family Media Group down in Fargo, picking up our audio feed this evening for this game tonight. I want to thank Flag Family Media Group, 1090 AM, 92.7 FM. If you're in your truck listening that way, welcome to our broadcast. Ryder on 3rd down and 13 under center. There's a snap. He pitches the ball back. They're going to try that halfback pass again. They're over the middle. All he's got to do is catch it, as it's a big gain all the way inside the 20-yard line. So they go from the 46 all the way down to the 16, a 23-yard reception
Keaton Weirman.
Keaton Weirman.
Their leading receiver with 10 receptions, 282 yards. 4 touchdowns for Mr. Weirman this season.
Biggest play of the night for the Alexander Comets. And it's going to be inside the Service Valley Dental Group red zone as they spot the ball at the 15-yard line.
You know, kind of an unconventional play call to be having 2 halfback passes within 1 quarter. But it works. It's kind of tricky that they got a left-handed throwing ability quarterback in Mr. Heen.
Ryder under center, barking out the signals.
There's
a snap. Pitch back to number 24. Sidestepping. Good read there by Walker Broughton. And drops number 24 for little or no gain.
Good read by Walker Broughton, but a better cut by Jordan Hernandez. I mean, he was shifting dipsy-do, jumping left, dodging, weaving right, and able to get positive gain. He went probably about 5 yards for a 1-yard gain.
2nd down and 9. The ball is at the Sioux 14-yard line here in the second quarter. Clock is running, just over 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
They got to punch this one in the end zone.
Here's Bo Ryder on a quarterback keeper trying to catch the Sioux off guard. Tackle made there by Junan for the Sioux. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on that last carry.
Probably a good play call. I didn't even see where Jesperson was lined up at, but kind of a gutsy play call between the 220-pound freshman, Mr. Colt Champion, being able to move the line. They were able to get positive yardage, but you know the Comets got to get it in the end zone here. It's got to be a this is probably a big game-changing drive if they're able to get it into the end zone. Get some of that positive, being able to get some energy onto their sidelines.
Ryder looking to his left, now looks to his right, now scrambling, and he's not going to get out of the grasp of number 27. What a great play by number 27, Hunter Tolstead, a sophomore, as they go from the 10-yard line all the way back to about the 24-yard line. So a 14-yard loss for the Comets on that last carry. Brings up 4th down.
That's why we got the Comets with 4 yards, is because the good offensive trajectory plays going downfield negated by big penalty plays going backwards.
Again, receivers split out wide to the left, 3 of them, 1 to the right, as Ryder looking and rolls out to his right, throws it over, little screen flare, and it's over the head of the intended receiver, Jordan Hernandez, and that is a turnover on downs as Hernandez can't come up with it, and as a 4th down play, it'll turn the ball back over to the Sioux.
Yeah, kind of an ill-advised throw by Bo Ryder. He had Hernandez kind of streaking off to the right side of the field, the top side of our screen. Is able to get a little wide running back screen play out into the flats, and all he had to do was make one move and down the field. Most likely would have got the 1st down, but Bo Ryder kind of sailed it high over the top, and Hernandez kind of expressing some frustration as rightfully so.
They spot the ball at the 24-yard line, 1st down and 10, as Broughton is going to take it himself, drags number 58, Jaden Champion, with him for a couple of yards. He'll pick up 3 on that last carry by Walker Broughton. He's got 2 touchdowns, one from 1 yard out, one from 10 yards out. Maddox Junton has got the other one from 41 yards out.
Yeah, it's a nice play call, being able to get the best athlete on the football field the ball. Like, that's, if I'm the offensive coordinator, we talked to he's our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, week 2 of the football season. We say, do you got to have full control of the play calling? He goes, yeah, I can audible whenever I want, really. And we got a special player like that. I'd be like, yep, your play is the right play, man.
Here is Broughton again with a quarterback keeper. Nice pursuit by the Comets. Quicker feet by Walker Broughton. Broughton's got one man to meet. And he is finally taken down there by number 16. That is Ethan Thomas with a touchdown-saving tackle as they go from the 29 all the way down inside the red zone. They'll spot the ball at the 14-yard line.
Boy, my brain's
57-yard run by Walker Broughton. I was an accountant. I need a calculator to keep track of all those numbers. 57 yards.
Shout out to a good friend of mine, Jacob Rini, hopefully listening down in the Dickinson area. We call in a game probably 3-4 years ago. It was a play call from the 63-yard line.
Hey, ball stripped. But they were able to get back on the ball. That was a nice defense there on Trayton Lessman. It's going to be a gain of 6 for Lessman. Second down and 4 as they can get a first down as they're inside the Service Valley Dental Group red zone. Here is Junan. Nice pursuit by the Comet defense. And that's going to be no gain on that last carry by Junan. Actually, they'll give him 1. So we'll give him 1. Third down and 3. Again, shotgun formation, all 9 players looking at their wristbands, seeing which play Lane Fleur, head coach for the Sioux, wants them to run. Not in too much of a hurry, just over 6 minutes to play here, as they're on the doorsteps again.
Kind of unfamiliar territory. Usually they're up like 40-0 at 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Walker Broughton's denied a first down. It'll be 4th down on the 2-yard gain by Walker Broughton. And with that, we have a player that's down for the Alexander Comets. He's going to be able to walk off under his own power with a little help from one of the coaching staff. That is number 44 coming off the field. And
we don't have a number for him in the roster. Corey Getzloff.
Corey Getzloff is 44.
Oh, just out of order, way down at the bottom.
Corey Getzloff. And then he takes his time. He's going to hunch over at about the 20-yard line as coaching staff are.
Hopefully he doesn't throw up. Last time when we were up in Westhope, we had kids throwing up on the field.
It was hot up there that night.
It was really hot. No breeze. Beautiful, beautiful setting up in Westhope, too, for the football game. You know, it's got the nice Indian head dressing on the 50-yard line to represent the Sioux name that they wear on their uniforms. Great hospitality up there in Westhope.
Broughton going for it, and it's a touchdown from.
Nope.
Well, they
whistled him down.
Oh, they whistled him down. The
Got
guy on the far
down.
side.
They were able to get
it was
a first down.
Yeah, it was first down though. So Broughton picks up 3 as they spot the ball again at the 1-yard line, and it's 1st and goal. Broughton again, he's going to take it, and he's going to be denied. Great pursuit there by number 10, Bo Ryder, stopping Broughton for a loss of 1. Second down and goal for the Sioux. They're going to spread things out. They're going to send 3 receivers out to the left side. 1 receiver out to the right side. Junan flanks the right side of Broughton in shotgun formation. Pitches the ball back to Junan. And
the second down option goes to number 12, Maddox jumped it in. And he makes his way into the end zone for another.
Makes his way into the end zone. We're going to fully rely on the public address announcer here in Alexander.
We're kind of blindsided here.
Maddox
Junan with the 2-yard gain and a touchdown for the Westhope-Newburg Sioux.
That guy's doing the great job. Mr. James Myers on the controls tonight for us on the computer. Everything that he does makes us come alive on YouTube. Everything that you can see is in the hands of Mr. Caden Keller. Doing a fantastic job.
And with that, we have a timeout before they can run the 2-point conversion. There's going to be a timeout called by the Sioux at the 4:59 mark. With that, we're going to send it back to our studio and hear a word from our sponsor. You're listening to Class 9B football here on Game Day Media.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come out of the St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, Maddox Junan with a 2-yard touchdown run makes the score on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, 26-0. The Sioux, the number 4 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, all over the Alexander Comets here at homecoming. Out of that timeout, the Sioux set up for the 2-point conversion. Shotgun formation again for Walker Broughton. Broughton's going to tuck it. He's going to roll. Can he find the end zone?
I think he's denied.
I think he was denied. No single.
Yep.
He was denied,
Nice play.
as it was a nice pursuit there. Good defense by the Comets. And so with 4:59 remaining in the first half, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it's the Sioux 26, the Comets 0. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
Here you go.
As we come back out of that touchdown run from 2 yards out by Maddox Junan, making the score 26-0 for the Sioux. The 2-point conversion failed on the run by Walker Broughton, as there was nice pursuit by the Alexander Comets. But we were talking off air, the Comets need to find some points pretty soon.
They got to get the confidence. They got to get the ball rolling upfield. They've had some pretty decent offensive plays, but they've had too many negative plays that counter the offensive production. I mean, right now it's all Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux, and when you get up 26-0 with these kids, it's an onside squib kick. That's a live ball recovered by the kicker. Guess who? Walker Broughton.
Doing it all tonight as the onside kick picked up there by Broughton. And
not ready for that at all. Well,
a lot of hanging heads right now on the Comet side of the football field.
Yeah. I mean, we are looking at the schedule between these teams, you know, in Region 3 football. Are the Alexander Comets battle tested right now? I mean, they're in a gunfight right now. Like it's a dog fight right now between the Sioux and the Comets. But you know, the teams that they've beaten, they've rolled up 40 points consecutively in multiple games. They've averaged close to 34 points a game as Broughton drops deep with a perfect spiral by the teams. Sounds incomplete.
The ball falls incomplete. That was intended for number 1. Trayton Lessman. He's a favorite target of Broughton when they do throw it, but that time come away empty as that stops the clock with 4:50 remaining here in the first half. It's been all Sioux right now. They're up 26-0. If you're just joining us here on Game Day Media, glad to have you aboard.
Yeah, it's nice to be down here. Very welcoming. We contacted the athletic director, Terrell Jacobson, and said, hey, we're thinking about coming down here. Is there any room for us in your press box? And she said, absolutely. Come on down. Get our team in the limelight. False start here.
False start. That'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Sioux. Only their second penalty, now totaling 20 yards on the evening. DA Land out of Tioga was established in 2021, providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, and feed and pet supplies in the Tioga area. Also want to welcome The Porch, located in Ray, North Dakota, locally owned coffee shop serving a variety of drinks with a flavor for everyone at The Porch in Ray, North Dakota. 4:50 to go here in the first half. Again, the Sioux on the onside kick recovery.
I mean, I'd say that's probably the Sioux's first mistake that we've seen.
There is the ball carried up to midfield. Helped off the field. That is number 12, Junan, with the carry for a 3-yard gain for Mr. Junan.
Tackle made by the sophomore. 200, man, they got him big. 240-pound sophomore, number 54, Andrew Buford.
Yeah.
Playing his nose tackle position.
Yeah, they haven't skipped too many meals down here.
Yeah, they got a nice program. You know, they've made the jump from 6-man football. They shortened everything up a little bit into 9-man football. And I think this is where Alexander probably belongs in this 9-man football division.
Coming off a 3-5 record from last year, looks like they're going to change the play as Walker Broughton evades one tackler, still on his feet.
This is where danger happens.
And he's not going to get away from number 32. And he'll get dropped for a loss of 4 yards.
Nice play by Jacob Novak. That's tough to do. That's tough to bring Walker Broughton down in no man's land, kind of on an island by himself. A huge play, pushing him back. But what it does is puts him into most likely a punt situation. If I'm Westhope, I'm going to try bury Alexander as deep into their maybe red zone as they can get them, because the way the defense is playing and the way the offense is playing for the Comets, I'm going to take my chances on the defensive side of the ball, burying them on the defensive side.
Max Heen standing at his own 10-yard line, going to call for a fair catch where he picks it up inside the 30-yard line at about the 28. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Alexander Comets, and that was a good defensive stand for Alexander.
Real good defensive stand, able to probably build a little bit of confidence knowing that we can play with the number 4 team in the state of North Dakota. I believe, the Comets, they can put some points up for sure. They're gonna have to get the ball rolling here. They got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go before halftime. They got to try find something. I was talking to the public address announcer earlier in pregame. He said their kicker, Bryson Odell, was punching them in from about 50. So if they give them a shot, at least get some points on the board before halftime.
I don't know. They're going to call there's a penalty coming from the near sidelines. It's going to be illegal procedure, false start against the Alexander Comets. So that's a 5-yard penalty for the Comets. Their 4th penalty of the night, totaling 30 yards. So that sets them back 5, first down and 15 as they spot the ball at the 23-yard line.
Again, one of those negative plays that you don't want. You already got your back against the wall, being down 26-0 with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Got a long ways to go to get into that end zone.
First down and 15 for the Comets. One receiver split out wide to the right side. Nobody on the left side as Riders in shotgun formation. Barking out the signals, mishandles it, ball's on the deck. Let's see who's going to recover it. The Sioux say they have it, and the officials say the Comets retain it. That'll be a loss of 5 yards again, so another 5-yard loss for the Comets.
Nice hustle play by number 3, Jaden Nelson, for the Sioux, able to try to, he come up with the ball, but it's who's on it and has possession. It was definitely Drew Floggin's call who made the right call.
Okay, second down, 19. Actually, it was a 4-yard loss. Second down and 19 as they spot the ball inside the 20-yard line, sitting at the 19-yard line. 3 receivers split out wide to the left side of Ryder, who's in shotgun formation. He's looking to his left, going to heave the ball out, and he's going to find number 22 with the reception. He's run out of bounds at the 45-yard line, so they go from the 19 to the 45, a 26-yard reception to number 22. That is Zane Soitheth.
Soitheth.
Yeah, say that 3 times real fast. From the 19 down to the from the 19 to the 45, that's a 26-yard reception.
Another Maxine, he seems to be the only one that's gotten any offense coming his way. Number 22, Zane Soitheth.
Zane Soitheth, yeah.
Soitheth, yeah.
Same formation for the Comets. This time short field on the left side for Alexander. First down and 10 on your Prairie Home Furnishings first down. Here's the ball complete. That is to Jordan Hernandez. He's got one man to beat, and Walker Broughton slows him down inside the 30. He goes from the 45 inside the 30. So it'll be another Prairie Home Furnishings first down. So we add 5 yards onto that reception as they spot the ball 40 at the 26.
39 yards.
29-yard reception to number 22, Soyseth.
Dang.
First down and 10.
Stops the clock, resets, got 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Head referee Drew Flogan winds the clock. Ball is set, ready for play.
Ball is spotted at the 26. First down and 10 on your Prairie Home Furnishings first down. Ryder under center this time, barking out the signals, puts a man in motion. Then he rolls out to his left. Now he's going to step up into the pocket. Let's see if he can get rid of it. He does. He's going to try to hit his intended receiver, number 22, Zane Soyseth. Zane Z. Zane Soyseth on the fly, and he unable to come up with the reception that was over his head. That stops the clock, but here's a great chance for the Comets with 1:49 to go in the first half to put some points on the board.
Nice play by quarterback Bo Ryder, able to step up into the pocket as quarterbacks should do when the pocket collapses. You step up. He got out onto the top side of our screen, the right side of the field, and was able to kind of motion Mr. Soyseth up the field. Just overthrew him a little bit by about 5 yards.
Now they got a new
There's
quarterback.
That RPO.
A new quarterback, Max Heen with it.
Oh,
and he is going to take the ball close to the line again. Let's see where they spot the ball. That is another first down by Max Heen. Great run. It's an 11-yard gain, and it's going to be a Prairie Home Furnishings first down as they spot the ball with 1:42 to go.
Now, I want to clock manage a little bit. I got a minute and a half, just over a minute and a half to go here on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10, the second quarter. I want to get points. I don't care what kind of points. I want to get points. But I do not want to give the ball back to Westhope-Newburg with any time left because they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Max Heen, the southpaw, looking to complete the pass. He finds number 14, Keaton Weirman, for a completion. That's a 4-yard gain for Weirman.
What a weapon for the Comets to be able to have, Heen kind of come run around, halfback passes. He's 3 for 3 in the passing category. To be able to respect his run, they got to come up and get his pass. They know that he's shifty and know that he's quick and he can make some plays outside the pocket. You collapse on that, you draw the defender towards yourself, and you dump it over the top.
Playing to the strength of the Comets, they have a couple of weapons in Ryder and Heen, and Heen continues at quarterback as Ryder moves out to the wide receiver position on the right side of the offensive line. Now they put a man in motion. That's Hernandez that's in motion, and before that happens, we have an illegal procedure called. We had 2 men in motion. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. That'll set them back 5.
Again, another one of those plays, a couple good positive ones negated by a negative one. You're getting down towards the goal line and inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone. You got to punch it in. You're down 26-0 right now to the number 4 team in the state to gain some confidence, knowing that they've played right with them. They've kind of just shot themselves in the foot. We're spotted them 14 points to start the first quarter and have been able to play catch-up ever since.
Barking out the signals. Here is quarterback, the southpaw, rolling out to his left side, stays on his feet. Can he find the end zone? He's got one man to beat, dives for the pylon. He's in. It's a 16-yard touchdown run by number 12, Max Heen, and the first score for the Comets from 16 yards out. Max Heen finds the end zone, puts points on the board, 26-20 with 1:04 remaining here in the first half.
There's a 16-yard run north and south, but I bet he probably ran closer to 32 yards, coming right side of the field hash all the way over to the left side of the field hash as we get our first look as Lane Fleur is not happy.
And with that, we have a timeout on the field with 1:04 to go. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Comet Sioux football from Region 3, Class 9-man football here on Game Day Media, back after this 30-second timeout.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505. onside, or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
Sets up for the extra point. The spotter is Max Heen, and he's going to roll out, but before that play happens,
I believe it's a dead ball because the ball hit the ground. They teed it up like it was going to be a. It's basically an incomplete pass is what it comes down to.
All right, so that'll give us a break in the action. It'll be a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout with 1:04 remaining. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It's the Sioux 26. The Comets 6 will step aside. Come back after this 30-second timeout.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
And as we come back to Comet Field, the sun's setting, beautiful scenery down here in Alexander, North Dakota. What a great place to watch a football game, a better night, as the current game time temperature right now sitting at 64 degrees, just right for nine-man football here in North Dakota.
Yeah, this is perfect. Shout out to the Tioga Rec as we're going down to Partial tomorrow. We're going to put the Tioga Rec grades 2 through 4 show on the road. We got invited to play down at the Partial Complex. Beautiful setting down there. Mel Forebears reached out as number 1 for the Sioux, making a push, dancing on the sidelines.
Lessman run out of bounds, and there's a penalty flag that's coming in, and he goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the penalty flag sitting at the 40. Let's see what the call is. Our referee tonight, Drew Floggen, sorting things out tonight, and holding is going to be called against the Sioux, so that'll set them back from the spot of the foul. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. That's the third penalty against the Sioux tonight for a total of 30 yards. And so with just under a minute to play here in the first half, it'll be Sioux football.
So, yeah, the Pirates are taking the show on the road. It's kind of fun. We got invited to play down at a little triangular between Bishop Ryan Lions, the Partial Braves. I believe the Mandaree Warriors are going to be down there, the Tioga Pirates. So if you got nothing else going on, check out some elementary, second, third, and fourth grade football down in Partial.
Here's a pass complete to Dalton Hawkins. Hawkins with the reception. That's his first completion for 8 yards as Walken looking downfield. Little pressure going on as he rolls out to his left side. The pass was intended to Lessman. That falls incomplete. Lessman's third target of the night. He's got 1 reception. Stops the clock with 31 seconds remaining here in the first half. Stay tuned. We'll have our Bank of Tioga halftime report at the conclusion of this first half, recapping all the individual and team statistics for both sides of the football field tonight. 26-6.
31.1 seconds to go. What can Walker Broughton do and his crew? Not sure how many timeouts they got left. Probably 1. I know they took one on that 2-point conversion attempt.
Third down and 3. Here's the option out to Junan. Junan's going to make the line a gain. He's going to pick up 5 yards on that last carry. And that'll be Prairie Home Furnishings first down.
They want to tack on more plays. We've got an injured Sioux on the field right now.
That is Junan, a little slow of getting it up off the deck. And I think while they attend to him, we're going to step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we come back, it is first down and 10 as they wind up the clock. Pass intended for Lessman again falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 18 and a half seconds. Is it 18 or 13? 18 and a half seconds to go. The goalpost right in front of us. And so that stops the clock.
Less than 20.
Second down and 10 for the Sioux. If you're Bo Ryder, you don't want anybody to get behind you because Broughton, he can probably throw it the entire distance of the field.
I mean, you've seen that. He threw it from probably center field.
Yeah, I think he threw out one of my guys going to third base.
This is dangerous here. There's nobody on that side of the field. Get out of bounds.
Going to be brought down by Hernandez. Big gain as they go from the 48.
Perfect play call. Had everybody going. It's a penalty
There's a
flag.
penalty flag down as well. So he goes down to the 19. A 33-yard gain.
It's after the flag, or after the play was done. So maybe some extracurricular.
It's going to be a face mask penalty against the Comets. It'll be an additional 5 yards after that 33-yard play for the.
Kind of disastrous for these Comets
who
being able
that
to.
Ball again?
Hey, if you're listening, make sure you type in that chat of who made that big play. We got a lot going on up here in the broadcast booth down in Alexander on Game Day Media's debut in Alexander.
As Walker Broughton is run out of bounds. 0.2 seconds to go.
Oh, that's nasty. The home clock operator's got to let that go. She's sitting right next to us over here, just teasing her a little bit, but to stop the clock. I remember there was a play in Tioga a couple years ago. Nathan Germanson, shout out Ace Hardware, owner, manager in Tioga. They got 3.6.
3.6 seconds to go. Broughton.
And Coach Schaefer from Tioga, he looked up at the clock operator, kind of disgusted, raised his hands, and Nathan just was like, sorry, man. I'm sorry about that.
And now we're going to have a little jump activity. It'll be a penalty. Offsides called against the Alexander Comets. That's the 6th penalty against the Comets. Again, 3.6 seconds remaining.
Did they jump? I can't see it. They jumped offside. So last big play, Chris Peterson, shout out game 1. Number 2 had that big long play for.
Okay. Thanks.
People
Chris.
are listening and watching. All right.
Yeah. And with that, we have a timeout on the field as the Sioux want to talk it over. They got one more play in them before this timeout. You're listening to Sioux Comet Football here on Game Day Media. Find us on YouTube at Game Day Media ND. Back after this 30-second timeout.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
Well, as we come back here to Comet Field, still in timeout, it gives us a chance to thank some of our sponsors, who includes Thirds Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen. Our purpose is to enhance your natural beauty and give you the confidence you need. Call Sarah in Tioga at 701-641-6429 or Corey in the Hazen office at 870-0529. Surge Aesthetics.
So Broughton is split right to the bottom side of the screen. Number 8 is now your quarterback, Will Arts.
There's the ball on the field, and that one didn't go so well, as that's a loss all the way back to the 22-yard line.
Huge stop by the Comets defense.
So 15-yard loss, and that will be the end of the first half. What a half for the Sioux. A good drive by the Comets, got some points on the board. They're down by 20. 26-6 at the end of the first half. We'll step aside, take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with our Bank of Tioga halftime intermission halftime report.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit surrisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga or shop online at acehardware.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Here you go. And as we come back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, it is the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux leading the Alexander Comets here in Region 3 9-man football down in Alexander, North Dakota, with a score of 26-6 at the end of the first half of play. The Sioux got on the scoreboard first on a 1-yard run after a failed punt attempt. The snap was over the punter's head. The Comets downed it at the 1-yard line, and from 1 yard out at the 10:06 mark, Walker Broughton run it in for a 6 points touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good, making the score 8-0. The Sioux were on top of the Comets. Then at the 4:16 mark, it was Walker Broughton again finding the end zone from 10 yards out. The 2-point conversion failed, making the score 14-0 in favor of the Sioux. And then at the 2:15 mark of the first quarter, it was Mark Junan with a 41-yard touchdown romp, and he put it into the end zone. The 2-point conversion failed, and that's how the first quarter ended, with the score, the Sioux 20, the Comets 0. Then at the 4:59 mark, the Sioux put it in again from 2 yards out. Maddox Junan knocked it in. The 2-point conversion failed, making the score 26-0. And then the Comets getting on the scoreboard at the 1:06 mark of the second quarter on a 16-yard touchdown run by Max Heen. Their 2-point conversion failed, and so at the end of the first half, it is 26-6 in favor of the Comets, or in favor of the Sioux, excuse me. So we're going to take another 30-second timeout. We'll come back with your individual stats back after this quick timeout. Back. So as we come back out of that Bank of Tioga halftime report, individual statistics go this way. For the Comets, they have a total of 128 yards of total offense, according to my unofficial scorebook. They've got 6 rushes for a total of, or 16 rushes for 6 yards. I'll tie it up here with my tongue. They've got 7 receptions for 122 yards for a total of 28 yards of total team offense. And for the Westhope-Newburg-Sioux, of course, they've got 179 yards of total offense, 143 yards on the ground, averaging just over 7.5 yards per carry. They've got a total of 36 yards in the passing department. And individual statistics go this way. For the Sioux, Walker Broughton's got 2 touchdowns, one from 1 yard out, one from 10 yards out. He's carried the ball 11 times for 81 yards and 2 touchdowns. His biggest run was 57 yards. Maddox Junan has also got 2 touchdowns, one from 41 yards out, another one from 2 yards out. Junan with 7 carries and a total of 61 yards here this evening. And for the Alexander Comets, individually, they go this way. Receiving the ball, they've got 74 yards for Zane Soyseth with 3 receptions. And Keaton Weirman's got 30 yards on 2 receptions. Maxwell Heen has got 18 yards on 2 receptions. 7 receptions total for the Comets for 122 yards. But rushing the ball, they're lacking a little bit as they've attempted to rush the ball 16 times with a total of 6 total yards. So need to make some adjustments at halftime, and I'm sure Trey Jacobson and his coaching staff are talking about that fact right now. With that, we're going to step aside, and we'll come back after this timeout. Here you're listening to the Bank of Tioga Halftime Report.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
Here as we come back to Alexander Comet Field, live from Alexander. We got some more exciting news that's going on in Game Day Media. Game Day Media is partnered with a very familiar face in the Peterson household, Christopher Peterson, my younger brother, the middle son to Randy and Karen Peterson. And what we've decided to do, after some feedback from my brother Chris especially, he's in the business of selling uniforms. He always calls it jocks and socks. But it's far more than that. And what we've what we're going to look at doing is we're going to have a podcast that my brother Chris Peterson is going to develop. He's going to take sole priority over it under the Game Day Media umbrella. And we're super excited to have this portion of Game Day Media be able to expand. And what From the Sidelines is going to be, From the Sidelines is going to be a podcast that Chris Peterson is going to be interviewing coaches, athletic administrators, school administrators, former standout athletes, former North Dakota collegiate athletes, all sorts of people. It's going to be a video broadcast or video podcast that's going to be available via Spotify, and it's also going to be uploaded to our YouTube channel. We're looking at having potentially 1 episode per week. It's going to be all video streams, so it's going to be him, and you're going to be able to get kind of intimate. It's going to be a conversation between people that what goes on outside the life of a coach or an administrator, an athletic director, what those conversations have. Why did you get into coaching? Why did you get into admin? Stuff like that. And part of More Than a Game on Game Day Media is what we want to do is we want to expose all of the avenues that sport brings to our lives. And with that, we're very excited. Make sure you get out and subscribe to the Spotify channel of More Than a Game that's hosted by Chris Peterson. Again, it's going to be a video broadcast. It's also going to be uploaded to our YouTube channel on GameDay Media ND. So make sure you get it out. Check out the videos. We're going to try upload videos one video a week. And with that, let's cut out for a 30-second commercial. We get back from GameDay Media here with a minute and a half to go. The Comets down 6-26 over the Westhope-Newburg-Sioux. Take it away, James, for a 30-second break, man.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
As we come back here for the start of our second half, sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services, we want to thank some of our other sponsors that are helping make this broadcast possible, including TechNex Solutions, LLC, offering measurement, sales, service, and support for oil and water measurement equipment in the Bakken. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 or get a hold of him by email at jason@technexsolutions.com. Also want to thank Farmers Union Insurance Agency, the Larson-Vossen Agency located up in Crosby, where they sell crop, farm, ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. Patriot Oilfield Service in Tioga. Nate, Ron, and the team at Patriot Oilfield Service would like to wish the Pirates all the best this season. Pirates down in Central McLean this evening, and wishing all the Pirates the best down there. That's Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated. Also, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, located in Tioga, North Dakota on Main Street, your full-service salon and spa. Follow them at Hidden Beauty on Facebook. And then two more sponsors out of Stanley. That's Prairie Motors of Stanley, North Dakota. Matt Evans, the general manager over there, devoting themselves to helping and serving their customers to the best of their ability with high-quality vehicles and service. Visit Prairie Motors over in Stanley. And then Kyle Hansen, your Thrivent financial agent in Stanley, invites you to visit with him about your financial planning needs in Northwest North Dakota. Give Kyle or Becky Gettle a call. Your Thrivent financial advisors at 701-628-2384. Second half kickoff, it'll be the Comets kicking off to the high-powered offense, Westhope-Newburg-Sioux. And David, it was important for the Sioux to get some points on the board.
Alexander. It was important for Alexander to get on the board, being down 26-0. You know, they scored with a minute to go. Fortunately for the defense, they were able to stop the after that huge play by number 2 for the Sioux, Brody Nordmark, they were able to march the ball on top of a face mask penalty to put basically here's another touchdown going into the second half. But the defense, Lane Fleur's frustration as the ball kind of got away from the center up over the top of the quarterback as Broughton was split out wide on that last play from offense. But it's a new quarter, it's a new half. If I'm Trey Jacobson, I'm saying, okay, guys, we got to hang it all out there. If we want to compete, we got to get back in this game.
Bryson Odell pooches it over to number 5, Dalton Hawkins. He's going to be brought down there by number 26, the homecoming king here in Alexander, Ryan Pingle. And it'll be first down and 10 for the high-powered Westhope-Newburg-Sioux.
This is going to be a huge drive for the defense for the Alexander Comets. The Alexander the Comets, they got to settle in. They were able to get 4 and out for the Sioux probably once in the first half. They had a big punt they were able to down right about the 40-yard line in the first half. But now, second half, defense has got to really step up, really play big, contain this man right here. This is not looking good.
Watch out. And he's into the end zone untouched. What a weapon.
61-yard
touchdown run by Walker Bron.
61-yard touchdown.
61-yard Walker Broughton touchdown, and boy, does that pad the stats.
That not only does that pad the stats, but that kind of completely, Trey's over there on the sidelines like, guys, what are we doing here? We just talked about the changes that needed to happen in the locker room. I mean, that was 15 seconds off the play, off the clock, being able to figure out, what happened. We want to contain Broughton. Broughton's got 3 touchdowns currently. They say one man can't beat you, but currently he is.
They set up to go for 2. Broughton is in shotgun formation. Broughton's going to roll out to his right, and he finds a completed pass to number 3, Jaden Nelson. They tack on 2 more, and with 11:45 to go here in the third quarter, the Sioux up 34-6. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
Wow, that didn't take long as the Sioux punch it in on the first play in the third quarter, first play in the second half from 60 yards, 61 yards out. Walker Broughton puts his head down, outruns the entire 9-men defense of the Comets and puts another 6 points, the 2-point conversion on a pass completion to Jaden Nelson. And the score is 34-6. Broughton tees it up at the 40-yard line. Kick is going to be a short kick again. The Comets touch it. Ball's on the turf before it's captured there, but that would have been a disaster had they not covered that ball. 34-6 with 11:44 to go. The Comets with their first chance here in the second half to try to counter that touchdown by Walker Broughton. I don't know if at this point in time you can tell them that time is becoming a factor in the game, but boy, you got to score some points here, and you got to do it in a hurry.
You got to score a lot of them too.
You got to have some help from your defense if you ever do that. Get back on defense, stripping the ball out, maybe getting a recovery somehow. But here is the Comets as Hernandez puts his head down, and here is a gain of about
another open field tackle by Walker Broughton, just being able to put the shoulder right. I mean, it's textbook tackling.
That is Hernandez with a gain of 5, brings up second down and 5 for the Comets as the ball is placed at the 37-yard line. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on our broadcast. We'd appreciate all those likes on our live broadcast here at GameDay Media ND. Appreciate everybody that's gone out there and saw some of the talent that is in Western North Dakota. Here's a snap. Over the middle, that pass was intended to number 14, Keaton Weirman.
He's got to make that pass. Lines up front doing their job, containing the mountain of a man, Kyler Jesperson up front. Kind of sat back there, untouched, uncontested. He's got to dial that pass in. Got to make that completion happen.
Stops the clock with 10:48 to go here in the third quarter. 34-6. The Sioux over the Comets on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Comets come up to the line of scrimmage. They split out 3 receivers to the right side. 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for the Comets. Here's Ryder stepping back 3 passes. He's going to heave it down deep over the middle. He's wide open.
Go, Max.
He's completed. And he's going to be brought down at the 20. That is a 43-yard reception for the Comets.
Max needs to just turn the jet burners on and get into the end zone, not look for the contact from behind. Just need to get into the end zone. Probably held himself up from getting, they get down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
He probably could have got down to maybe the 15-yard line if you don't slow up and anticipate some contact. Just keep going, man.
Max Heen, a lot of the offense tonight. Throwing the ball, receiving the ball, running the ball, kind of all over the place tonight.
Yeah, kind of a quiet night from Jordan Hernandez. We haven't really called his name a whole lot, just hasn't been given the ball. They're riding the back of their playmaker, Max Heen, right now.
Here's Bo Ryder rolling out to his right. Got a lot of green. Let's see if he can find the end zone. Puts his head down, evades one tackler, gets close to the end zone. I think he's going to be
Touchdown.
Touchdown from 20 yards out for
Good answer.
Bo Ryder, and a great answer for the Comets.
Definitely sold out getting into the end zones. Fireworks going off in the background.
So with 10-10 remaining in the third quarter, another touchdown on the board for the Alexander Comets. This gives us a chance to see the kicker, Bryson Odell, try to tack on the extra point.
Go for the kick. You got to go for the kick. Right now, you can't get tricky. You got to get points. You need points on the scoreboard
Snap,
to compete.
Spot, and it is no good, wide to the left. And so with 10-10 remaining, and wait a minute here. We've got something going on as the officials are going to gather together. And let's see what the call is from our referee, Drew Floggan, here tonight. Going to be a dead ball foul. It's going to be offsides against the Sioux. So it'll be an encroachment penalty, and it gives Bryson Odell another chance.
I mean, I'm a half a yard away from the end zone. I think I pull the trigger and go for 2 on this play.
Snap, spot, kick, and that one's wide left as well.
Off the forward.
And off the white forward, got a little dent in the forward with 10-10 to go. It is 34-12 as the Comets tack on 6 more. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back here to GameDay Media, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson tonight. We were just talking. They put 14 points on the board real quick like in the first quarter, the Sioux did. It's been a well-played game after that point,
Yeah, Alexander, the score probably isn't representable of the way the game is, that we see on field. It's not a 34-12 blowout. It's a good competitive match. You take 14 points off the board right now, it's, 20-12 right now if Alexander didn't spot 14 points to start the game.
This is going to be a big possession for the Comets. They've got to stop the Sioux if they want to have a chance at coming back in this game. Here's a little pooch kick. It's going to be picked up there by number 5, and he's going to be dropped just short of the 45-yard line. That is number 5, Dalton Hawkins, with the good hands, a senior, returning the ball to the 45-yard line. It'll be first down and 10.
In case you weren't listening on our halftime show, GameDay Media is venturing out into the podcast world, hosted by Chris Peterson, Game 1, big-time sponsor of GameDay Media, called From the Sidelines. It's going to be a podcast that Chris Peterson's going to host. He's going to be interviewing players, past players, coaches, athletic director, admins, kind of anybody that's got anything to do with the sports world. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be on Spotify. We're hoping to look for having a 1-week episode release. He's going to be doing it out of his house right now in Bismarck, and we're really looking forward as Walker Broughton is on
second
the
play
race.
in a row. He goes right up the middle from 55 yards out for another touchdown. The last 2 times he's touched the ball, he's rushed for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That is a good average.
My goodness.
Yeah, I don't know if he sees something differently because those kind of plays typically don't happen when you're such a playmaker. Everybody's keying on you, seeing what you're going to be doing, and he has the ability to, maybe it's eye motion or head motion or something like that gets the players shifting one way. I mean, the last 2 possessions for Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn has been literally right up the middle. You can't get it any more middle of the field than what those last 2 possessions were. So if there was any chance at this point in time, you can't be trading touchdowns with this team.
Here is the Sioux. Can they get in? It looks like they're going to be denied on the 2-point conversion. So with 9:58 remaining, the score, it is the Sioux from Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn 40, the Alexander Comets 12. We'll step aside, come back after this 1-minute timeout.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
There's an onside kick attempted by the Sioux, nothing to lose as they're up 40-12. The Comets recover it. It'll be 1st down and 10 as they'll place the ball at the 47.5-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 on the Comets side of the football field.
Give this another chance here. We're going to be podcasting. It's going to be called From the Sidelines. It's going to be on GameDay Media. It's going to be fresh episodes dropping every week, probably for the next year or so. He's got a lot of coaches interviewed. He's got a lot of content created. He's got a lot of content that he's going to be creating. And keep an eye out for From the Sidelines. Your host, Chris Peterson from Spotify. Make sure you subscribe to the Spotify account. And make sure you subscribe to GameDay Media. Be notified every time we do drop a new video on GameDay Media's YouTube platform. Nice little float pass over to Jordan Hernandez.
Flare pass, evades one tackler.
Man,
he's going to be brought down by Walker Broughton, but not before he goes from the 47 inside the 30 to the 34-yard line.
Walker Broughton is such an, probably good at everything he does, but he's got such a shut down open field tackle. I mean, there's nobody that's getting past him in the open field. He's proven it, I don't know how many different times tonight. He's an incredible safety for these Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux.
And guess what? He's only a junior.
Yeah, so look out. Hey, college coaches, make sure you check out GameDay Media because this boy, he's going to get some recruits from somewhere. I hear NDSU's kind of calling his name. They visited Westhope a couple different times, probably for basketball, football, and baseball.
Who knows?
Heck, probably track, too.
Inside handoff to number 26. That's Pingle with the carry, and that goes for nothing.
Yeah, this kid is a special talent. You don't see this. It's a generational talent that's going on. You know, his sister, Ellie Broughton, was a Miss Basketball candidate for the Westhope-Newburg Sioux. Their basketball team was an absolute force to be reckoned with Ellie Broughton kind of leading the way. The Pirates, Tioga Pirates, are able to somewhat contain her, but she, again, has so many weapons and so versatile in her basketball. Incredible softball player. So,
yeah.
God smiled on their gene pool. I mean, they're good-looking kids. They got a lot. They got a lot going for them. It's fun to see these kids showcase here on GameDay Media.
They were in the front row.
Nice way to get up in the
good
pocket.
Lord was handing out talent, that's for sure. Here's Bo Ryder, tackled from behind. He's going to pick up about 9 yards on that last carry. He made something out of nothing.
Yeah, nice field presence awareness by Bo Ryder, able to elude the pressure, step up, drop back, about a 5-7 step drop, was able to get out of harm's way, and being able to get a first down is what Alexander really needs to. I mean, are they out of it? They're down by 28 points right now. they can put up some points too. They put 34 points up per game. They're definitely not out of it for sure.
First down and 10. That's a Prairie Home Furnishings first down. And right now, we have a penalty flag that is thrown from the near sidelines. It'll be offside that is called against the Sioux. That is a 5-yard penalty against the Sioux, their 4th penalty of the night for 35 yards. And it'll bring up first down and 5.
I think the Comets got to get into let's go. Maybe call 2 plays every possession to be able to get some more bang for your buck here going forward.
Hernandez gets 6 with that last carry. That'll be another Prairie Home Furnishings first down. And Hernandez tiptoeing through the line, getting some holes from his offensive front line. That is another first down, and they're inside the red zone.
Yeah, the Souris Valley Dental Group Red Zone out of Minot, voted Minot's #1 dental office in Minot, North Dakota. It's great to have big-time sponsor, Dr. Jarek Henson, a Glenburn grad, probably sitting at home watching on TV, maybe on our YouTube platform, watching his Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn football team here tonight down in Alexander.
Here is a pass intended over there on the left side by number 12, Max Heen, but that falls incomplete. Stops the clock.
Maxine, they kind of roll out strong side, top side of the screen, able to get him in motion and get him out in the open and let the playmaker do some work as he's trying to, scrambling for his life in that last play, being swallowed up in the backfield.
Here's a handoff to Pinkel. Pinkel driving, carrying a couple Sioux with him. He's going to pick up about 7 on that last carry. He's carried the ball now a couple times. He's got 6 on that last one. 3rd down and 4. Big play here for the
this is 4-down territory.
For the Comets.
This is for sure 4-down territory.
Here is Bo Ryder taking it right up the middle, trying to do a little Walker Broughton, but not having the success as he's going to be stopped short of the line of gain. It'll be no gain for Bo Ryder on that last carry. And it'll bring up 4th down. What's the play going to be, David?
Look for maybe a hard count. Either Coach Lee or Coach Fleur watch the football. Try to get offsides. They need 4 to get a first down. They need 5 if there's an offsides penalty. So, look for a hard count. And look for some maybe misdirection utilizing Max Heen running out to the side.
They got to go. They got
under 10.
10 seconds, 5 seconds to go to get the play off. There's a snap just before, and it's going to be Ryder running out of room as we have a blitz, and Ryder is all the way back to the 19-yard line, so that's a big loss from the 5 to the 19, a 14-yard loss for the Comets, and worse yet, it's a first down for the Westhope-Newburg Sioux. And with that, we have a timeout on the field. Tioga, it'll be a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. You're listening to Game Day Media on our YouTube channel, Game Day Media ND. Subscribe and like. Make all the notifications back after this 30-second timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Back here on Game Day Media down in Alexander, North Dakota. Tioga Medical Center scoreboard has the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux all over the Alexander Comets right now, 40-12, with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go on the scoreboard. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line after a huge 4th down stop all-out blitz led by number 7, Damian Bron, the 5'10", 170-pound sophomore middle linebacker for these Sioux. Kind of did it put the nail in the coffin quite yet for the Comets? You got to maybe think so, as that's probably one of their big opportunities to gain another 6 points, inch and crawl and scratch to get back into the game. But when defensive coordinator for the Sioux dial up a blitz all, man, that's tough to get around, especially if you're dropping in the pocket for something.
Missed opportunity there for the Comets for sure, I believe. Let's see if they can stop Walker Broughton as they spread things out again. He's going to take it right up the middle again. And
this has got to be unreal. This is unreal.
It's going to be Walker Broughton going in from 84 yards out. Wow, what more can this kid do? The last 3 times he's touched the ball, he's gone from 61, 55, and now tacks on an 84-yard touchdown run to make the score 46-12.
All in 2.5 quarters of football.
Wow.
I mean, you guys watching at home, you viewers watching on GameDay Media here, don't take this for granted.
Oh. What are we doing here? We had a penalty on that last play that nobody picked up. The penalty flag is right at the 26-yard line, so we're taking the points off the board. So scratch the 84-yard touchdown run by Walker Broughton.
What was the penalty? I haven't seen official. Must have been a spot foul penalty potentially.
I don't know. They're still trying to figure it out, I think.
They're pointing at the. Everybody gets caught watching, including the broadcasters, public address announcers, the scorekeepers, the camera guy, the producer. They're all looking at Walker Broughton running down the field.
It's going to be first down and 11.
It must have been a spot foul penalty ahead of the line of scrimmage.
All right, so scratch everything from that 84-yard touchdown run. It'll be first down and 11 as they spread things out again. He's going to try to take it this time. This time, Walker Broughton is brought down by number 14, Keaton Weirman. And they drop Broughton for a 2-yard loss.
Said you can have an 84, but you're not getting a 91, 99 or 89.
So ball sitting at the 14-yard line. Second down and 4.
Now, middle linebacker.
Where you at?
Right now it's Bo Ryder.
Bo Ryder. Looking to throw the ball over the middle, intended for Lessman. It falls incomplete, stops the clock with 5:20 remaining.
Keaton Weirman definitely affected that pass. He come hot down the middle sideline, on the side of the field, and put his shoulder into Broughton's number 4 on his chest for the Sioux uniforms. But definitely affected the play. Looked like he had a receiver open, streaking down the far hash, or the near hash, I guess I should say.
Third down. Third down and 14 for the Sioux. Probably the deepest they've been in their own territory. They got a stunt, flare pass, screen pass over to Junan. Junan stiff arms, still on his feet. He's going to be drugged down about the 40-yard line. Here comes the penalty flag. Looks like it's going to be a horse collar. That's a 26-yard reception, and they're going to 27-yard reception to Junan.
I would probably disagree with that horse collar. He was not up in the neck or area of the shoulder pads. It looked like he was almost pulling on the jersey.
Yeah, they're going to pick up the flag.
Yeah, I think probably the right call, some good officiating. These are probably some of the better officials in North Dakota. Good job by there, but somebody saw what I saw. It definitely was not a horse collar penalty.
Good job by the officials on good communication as they wind the clock. 5:07 remaining. 40-12 is the score. The Sioux are on top of the Alexander Comets here from Alexander, North Dakota. Again, receivers wide to the right and left. Here is Broughton with the run-pass option. He decides to keep it.
He went 7 yards after he was contacted. He drug a Comet for at least 7 yards.
He picks up 8 on that last carry. He got initially hit.
If you're listening in, make sure to subscribe to the Game Day Media. Check us out. Make sure you enable all the alerts on YouTube on our Game Day Media channel so that you're notified anywhere, everywhere that we go live. Also, we got a live chat going along the side. It's always fun to see the comments as a ball right up the middle by number 12. Maddox Juntanen.
And
goes out of view.
Goes out of view here. He goes all the way from the 49-yard line. And where are they going to spot it? At the 20.
Our live chat is active. Make sure you chime in if you've been watching along. 142 of you are watching along with us. 602 thus far. Make sure you give us a comment who you think should be our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. I've already got my pick.
Junton puts his head down, going to try to go with the first down, and first down and 10. He's going to pick up some hard yards there. Going to pick up 3 yards on that carry as Walker Broughton let Junton do it. He probably needed a breather.
Yeah, they just put on 3 football fields in 3 plays almost, so somebody else trying to get some offensive explosions here.
3:30. Clock is running. 40-12. Call up your friends and family. Tell them to tune in for the final part of this game. Walker Broughton again. And Broughton is
down to the
stopped
3,
short.
down to the 2.
As he goes out of view from my angle, he picks up 14. Inside the Souris Valley Dental Group red zone, he'll be short of the first down as they'll spot the ball at about, let's see, they haven't put it on the board yet, and it's hard for us to see it. It's going to be at about the 4-yard line. Second down and goal. Looks like it's at, I don't know, they say it's at the 17, but I know it's inside the 10. Here's a pitch back to Juntanen, and Juntanen is going to be tackled. He's going to be short of the end zone. Nice tackle there by the Comets. And Juntanen's going to pick up a couple.
That they called a touchdown. They called a touchdown back on, and then that was the 2-point conversion.
All right, well. All right.
So the out of play was Juntanen.
All right, we're going to sort this all out.
James, take it away.
At Hauglin Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
As we come back after the failed 2-point conversion from the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux, our Tioga Medical Center scoreboard is now 46-12 with 1 minute and 58 seconds to go in quarter number 3 here on Game Day Media. Touchdown was called. I think we have a 31-yard touchdown to Mr. Juntanen.
Yeah.
2-point conversion was failed. Our unofficial stats continue to be unofficial. So homecoming king takes the ball near the 30-yard line off the kick. Nope, not homecoming king. Sorry, buddy. Zane Soyseth. As the Sioux defense jumps on the field, ready to put back their defensive play as the clock is running under the mercy rule, it looks like. I don't think that applies until the fourth quarter, but
46-12.
Fact check me, I guess. Not sure.
So ball sitting. First down and 10 at the 29-yard line. The Sioux have really had an offensive explosion here in the second half, led by Walker Broughton.
Heen in the backfield, high snap.
Puts his head down.
Initial hit.
Yeah, evades one tackler. There's Walker Broughton with the tackle.
Wrapped up by Walker Broughton. Kind of cleaned up by number 57 on the play. 59 on the play. I guess that would be Mr. How can you mistake that? Mr. Kyler Jesperson, the 6'5", 330-pound senior defensive lineman for these Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux.
He is a load.
That mountain of a man usually plays 3 downs. He's in and out. He's out of the 4th down. Probably get into a nickel or a dime package in 9-man football. He doing a nice job though. Is number 70, the freshman for Alexander, Colt Champion, the center. You know, that's a big task, is keeping him out of the backfield. It's an option play over to Jordan Hernandez. Goes top side, jukes out number 1. 8-12 all coming to wrap up gang tackle. Hernandez on a 4-yard gain.
Hernandez with the last gain. That's the end of the third quarter. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. It is the Sioux 46, the Comets 12. We'll step aside, come back after this 1-minute timeout.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505. Or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provide speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
As we start the Northwest Therapy Services fourth quarter, 46-12, the Comets have the football. They're down by 34.
Heidi Barman and her team at Northwest Therapy Services nominated as one of the Bakken's best at a recent award show, as dumps it off. Nobody's over there. This could go deep. This could go big, as Hernandez is turning
got
on
a
the
head of steam. He evades a tackler, and it's going to be Hernandez into the end zone. Wow, what an answer. 59 yards for Hernandez, and another touchdown for Jordan Hernandez.
Beautiful way from the quarterback, Bo Ryder, being able to extend the play. They went 59 yards on that play, and again, one of those sideline to sideline type of plays. Ryder went left, near side of the field, was able to find Hernandez streaking over to the home team sidelines here in Alexander, is able to punch it into the end zone. Nice downfield blocking by the quarterback, and tight end Keaton Weirman opening up the holes as extra point up and good.
Good. So with 11:32 remaining, the Comets on the scoreboard again. They're down 46-19. We'll step aside, come back after this 1-minute timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
Here we are back in Alexander, live on Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, alongside our GOAT, the Pistol, Randy Peterson, as Dallas Hansen, one of our broadcasters that fills in, calls him Radio Randy. He is now a YouTuber. YouTube Randy.
Official YouTuber. Hey, we're enjoying it. It's fun, man. We've had over 600 views of this game already. Got a quarter left to go, and it's kind of your friends and family.
Kind of one of those things at GameDay Media. It's the beauty of being able to work for yourself. We said, we would have loved to have been in Powers Lake, but just due to the size of the press box, we said, hey, Seth, let's catch you next time. And fully understanding they're unable to broadcast the RPL Outlaws and Kenmare Bowbells Burke Central Honkers from homecoming in Powers Lake. As Broughton probably going to make something happen here. You got to be kidding me.
He's evaded 3 tacklers so far.
4, 5.
4, 5. Still on his feet. On his feet. He's going to run out of steam before somebody tackles him, and he's going to glide into the end zone.
That is unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen,
touchdown.
You're watching the best player in 9-man football. Yeah, I just said it. He's the best player in 9-man football.
I think that was about 30 yards as he evaded.
Oh, it's more than 30.
No, 70 yards. He got it at the 30. And so, wow, what an answer.
It's just he's a man amongst boys out there. I described it to a couple other people, and sorry Walker for talking you up as much as we do, but it's definitely worth it as Coach Fleur kind of crosses his hands like, man, I'm glad this guy's on my side. He's a very, very talented individual. Excellent basketball player, excellent football, baseball player, all around. Nice kid. All the comments that I've heard about him, he's just an incredible incredible young man. And it's not fair. You can't be a good athlete, smart, good looking. I mean, you can't have it all, but he does.
I saw somebody down at the North Hoos Fest on Wednesday by the name of Darwin Lee, a former colleague of mine who was the Westhope nursing home administrator. I was a nursing home administrator at one time. Want to say hi to Darwin Lee up there in Westhope. We're going to have a timeout on the floor, on the field. We'll step aside, come back after this 30-second timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
As we come back here to Comet Field in Alexander, North Dakota, again, my name's Randy Peterson alongside David Peterson tonight. And what an offensive show we have seen tonight out of Walker Broughton. We'll just summarize a little bit what he's done tonight. According to our unofficial stats, he's got 2 touchdown runs from 1 yard out each, 1 from 10 yards out, 1 from 61, and 1 from 55 yards
in consecutive
out
plays, in consecutive offensive series plays for the Sioux.
He's only averaging 12.7 yards per carry on 17 rushes and 216 yards tonight.
That's not bad. 52-19, they're reaching their average. They average about 50-some points per game as they hit 60 multiple times.
I think they average 57. Here's a low snap as Broughton goes over the middle, finds number 27 for the completion and the 2 points. That tacks on 2 more. It's 54-19 with 9:56 remaining. We'll step aside, come back after this timeout.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Roustabout Service and Insulating. Servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
Here's the kickoff. It is out of bounds. That'll be a penalty called against the Sioux. Brody Nordmark taking over as kicker, giving Walker Broughton's right leg a little bit of a rest. I mean, the guy's run 216 yards so far and 5 touchdowns. He has made some great tackles from his safety position.
I think it's safe to say his night is probably over.
He's also got a 70-yard touchdown run on a kickoff return.
Probably just another day for him, really. I mean, when we watched him up in Divide County just week 2 of the football season, he was involved in every single scoring possession or scoring play that night also.
Here's the ball picked up at the 15. Comets bringing it past the 35 up near the 40-yard line. Good return, good kick, but a nice return as well. And it'll be first down and 10 as the clock is running.
7 minutes and counting with the mercy rule this fourth quarter. This remaining 7.5 minutes here should go relatively quick. Ball will only stop. Play goes out of bounds. A nice rule intended to keep scores at moderation.
54-19 as the clock is running. The Comets hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Bo Riders in shotgun formation. They got receivers, 3 of them to the left side, 1 to the right. They send Hernandez in motion. Riders going over the middle, and that pass is broken up by Walker Broughton, intended for number 22. That was Zane Soyseth, unable to catch up with that pass. Nice ball, just couldn't catch up with it.
Nice safety coverage. I mean, Walker's just able to cover from sideline to sideline so well. He's a special talent, and what's really scary is that he's going to be back with the same uniform on next year, this exact same time. Probably have multiple collegiate offers and scouts salivating over his talent.
Yeah, well, I was told he's never seen a B in his life. Maybe, I don't know if that's true or not, but you don't have
probably
to worry.
Not.
Don't have to worry about eligibility.
Yeah, probably a straight A student too.
He was in the front row when they were handing out talent, that's for sure. Here's a pass that's intended for Hernandez, in and out of his hands. And he heard some footsteps there as
Smart
the ball
play.
falls
You know,
incomplete.
Walker Broughton was coming down head heavy, real fast, and really smart play on Broughton, kind of able to pull the brakes and not deliver any type of unnecessary roughness punishment on that play. Nice heads up play. That's smart football right there. You know, most people maybe would have taken that shot, but you're up 54-19 right now. There's no need to take the shot. So Comets come to the line.
Shotgun formation. And now there's going to be a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout called by the Alexander Comets. We'll take one as well. Your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Sioux 54, the Comets 19. We'll step aside. Come back after this 1-minute timeout.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
As the Sioux meet at the quarterback, that is a loss of 7. 6-yard loss, according to our public address announcer. 4th down and 16 for the Comets as the clock continues to run off here. Just over 4.5 minutes remaining in the game. Stay tuned. We'll have our DNL Paraffin post-game show, followed by our naming of our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll hope to get the coaches to come up here and put a headset on. We'll be able to talk to them as well as our player of the game. Here's Ryder looking to throw the ball. Pocket collapses. He scrambles out of it, still on his feet, before he's finally brought down by number 27. That is Hunter Tolstead. And he's going to pick up about 10, but that's not going to be nearly enough yards. And it'll be a turnover on downs, first down and 10 for the Sioux.
Beautiful ball placement by linesman Dave Moore. Just drops it in perfect to the umpire, Chuck Huber over the top of the Alexander Comet. Beautiful ball play by Dave Moore.
Well, they still have Walker Broughton out there. And I think we're going to call a timeout as they want to put some new players in. We'll take a timeout as well. It's the St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
As we come back here to Game Day Media from Alexander, North Dakota, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, 54-19, the Sioux from Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn on top of the Alexander Comets. I want to thank 701 Cornhole Company located down in Mandan, making your cookouts even better with customized cornhole sets and broken play there, as there's going to be a loss by
Tiger
Lee. That's a great name. -5. Second down and 15 as the clock continues to run.
Number 6, Tiger Lee.
3:05 remaining. Tiger Lee, and now at quarterback for the Sioux. Tiger Lee hands it off to number 13 as Addison Palmer, a freshman, has a loss of 1. Third down and 16 as the clock is continuing to run here this evening. Not much to say, but boy, these Sioux have got a lot of offense in them. 54 points on the board. As number 6, Tiger Lee, and at quarterback, pitches the ball back to number 13. That is Addison Palmer. And Addison Palmer tiptoes along the near sideline. And he's going to go from the 50 all the way inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a 25-yard gain for Addison Palmer. Nice gain there. It's a Prairie Home Furnishings first down. 1:32 remaining. First down and 10. That's a Prairie Home Furnishings first down for the Sioux. Again, we're going to have our D&L Paraffin postgame show, name our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, as Palmer gets wrapped up for a loss this time of 2.
First down carry stuffed for a loss of 1, second and 11.
Third down and 12. Second down and 12, excuse me, as we're at a minute left to play. They can make one more play at it and then take a knee if they'd like. They could probably take a knee right now if they wanted to, but they got the JV in, seeing some action in this varsity game, and so play on. Tiger Lee, quarterback for the Sioux. There's a snap. Fakes a pitch. Tiger keeps up with it. Then he fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Comets. And so that is a turnover by the Sioux, their first of the game. And with 22 seconds to go, we'll see if the Comets can get somebody on the field here. And they're going to stop the clock with 15 seconds to go. Let the Comets try to run one more play here before the end of this contest. Your score right now, it's 54-19. The Sioux from Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn, 54. The Alexander Comets, 19. And so, last play of the game coming up for the Alexander Comets. Let's see if they have a trick little play here against the second 9 of the Sioux. They're going to play a deep defensive back as Bo Ryder still in at quarterback. Ryder barking out the signals. There is a snap. They hand the ball off to number 26. That is to Ryan Pingle, and he goes for 8, but the clock will run out as Pingle is tackled. He runs for 8 yards, but he needed a lot more than that. Your final score. It is the Sioux from Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn 54, the Alexander Comets 19 in the Alexander homecoming game. Both teams line up at midfield with the traditional handshake. We'll send it back to our studio, take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with the start of our D&L Paraffin post-game show.
Inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center, great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga. At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
And here we go with our DNL Paraffin postgame show. It was the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux taking down the other undefeated team in Region 3, the Alexander Comets. Your final score, it was the Sioux 54, the Comets 19. And on the headset here up in the press box is the winning co-head coach, Lane Fleur. And Lane, great game tonight here in the match of undefeated teams.
Yeah, you know, Alexander's got a great team. They have some athletes out there. They play physical. So hats off to them. They're going to make a run in the playoffs. It was a fun game to be a part of.
You know, they started out kind of on the wrong foot. They spotted you the ball at the 1 yard line when they punted the missed handling of the snap on the punt, and Walker run it in, and then, a few seconds later you're in with another touch and you're up by 14-0 before they even knew what hit them.
Right. We started how we wanted to start. We've been preaching. It's a long bus ride here. We preach it all week to be mentally prepared to start right away from square one. Fortunate enough, we got a few breaks right away, and we were able to capitalize on it.
And so, as you are now the leader in Region 3 with an undefeated record of 7-0, what's up next for the Sioux?
Well, we got to finish it, and we play Berthold next week, and they're getting better each and every week.
Yep, that's what I understand.
Yep, and then we got Mohall, who played Alexander really tough. So we got two quality opponents coming up here, and all year long our focus has been on us, and we want to keep getting better and see how far we can go.
Well, the target's on your back, no doubt about it, but you got a pretty good team up there with the Sioux.
Yeah, we're starting to gel. We're the healthiest we've been all year long. We're starting to get the pieces put together. I think it could be a fun ride, and but we just got to keep getting better and take a one game at a time.
You're listening to the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn co-head coach Lane Fleur here on our DNL Paraffin postgame show. We're going to step out, take another timeout. We'll put on our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game after this 30-second timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
And as we come back here on our DNL Paraffin postgame show, I've got our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. Brad Johnson Insurance, located up in Crosby, North Dakota. And who else can we name our player of the game besides Walker Broughton? What a game you guys had tonight, Walker.
Thank you.
And, to start out the second half, you touched the ball twice and you took it to the house both times, and had some pretty good openings on the front line, didn't you?
Yeah, we just got to try and open up the field to get it open for me. So,
and you also were able to take the ball back on a kickoff after a nice answer from the Comets putting it in the end zone, and you kind of deflate them by taking the ball back at least 70 yards. I'm not sure where you picked the ball up, but I had you at a 70-yard kickoff return, and I think you evaded 5 or 6 tacklers.
Yeah, I kind of ran out of gas, probably at the 30-yard line.
They have oxygen on the sideline for you?
I wish.
David, do you have any?
I did, Walker. We were talking kind of off camera before we came into broadcast, but we were talking about those consecutive plays back to back. People know you're going to get the ball. How does that play right down Broadway open up not once but twice, like literally untouched? The closest guy to you is probably about 5 yards away.
Well, we made some good adjustments at halftime that led that to open, so it just depends on how they're aligned. So.
Yeah, it's probably a good coaching scheme and stuff like that to be able to kind of find out where. I mean, everybody knows the secret's out, like knock, knock, Walker Broughton's here. You're playing. To me, I said your best 9-man football player in the state of North Dakota. Take that for what it's worth, but congratulations on an excellent game. It's fun to watch.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you guys as you finish out with your last 2 regular season games. Our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, that is Walker Broughton of the Westhope-Newburg-Sioux. We'll take a timeout, come back after this 1-minute timeout. We'll finish it up as we prepare for next week's action.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
And as we come back here and wrap things up on our DNL Paraffin postgame show, my name's Randy Peterson, alongside David Peterson. Boy, what a game that the Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Walker Broughton, had this evening.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Walker Broughton is a special talent, but let's not forget the other 8 kids that are out there. You know, he's going to get all the accolades, but there's 8 other kids on that football field that have to help that happen. You know, the offensive linemen, the wide receivers that are at times probably decoys, you know, moving options over, his ability to see the field. I mean, it looks to me like it's like a 30-year-old grown man playing against 5-year-olds. I mean, it's such a special thing to see, and you people that are out there, go out and watch these kids. I mean, this kid is a special talent. There's a lot of good talent on this team, and between Coach Lee and Coach Fleur, look for these Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux to make a deep playoff push. One thing that's on their side, they're going to be 3.5-hour trip back home, and if you get a New Salem-Almont to Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn, I mean, that's a big home field advantage of being number 1 in the region.
Well, it was the Walker Broughton show here this evening as he's following up. You can probably see him on the huddle down there on the field as we wrap up this DNL Paraffin postgame show. But gives us a chance to thank everybody. That ends our week this week as we look at next week's schedule. And let's see where we're at. We're going to be in October. We're going to go up to Powers Lake on Tuesday, October 3rd, as the Divide County Maroons will take in on the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. Then on October 5th, Tioga will host Divide County in Tioga on the 5th of October in volleyball. And then next Friday night, under Friday Night Lights on October 6th, we'll travel over to Stanley as the South Prairie Royals will be taking on the Stanley Blue Jays next Friday at the senior night over in Stanley next Friday. On behalf of all of our sponsors who make the broadcast of these games possible, we couldn't do it without you. If you're listening in, make sure you give them a shout out. Stop in to see their business. Thank them for their contributions. And if you want to become a sponsor on GameDay Media, get a hold of Randy or David Peterson. Our contact information out there. We're up to 700 views already tonight. 701 just clipped the 700 mark. But boy, what a special game it was tonight here from Alexander Comet Field. Once again, your final score: the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux 54, the Alexander Comets 19. We'll step out. And on behalf of my broadcast partner, David Peterson, my production crew, Caden Keller, on the camera tonight, James Myers on the boards tonight. Good night, everybody, and have a safe trip home.
Tonight's GameDay Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Both the Own Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Flag Family Media,